Good morning, brothers and sisters. It is 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on February the 2nd, 2022. That is right, 2/2 of 2022. And we did get our impact. We are over at spaceweather.com. CME Impact fails to produce a storm. So far, a coronal mass ejection hit Earth magnetic field on February 1st at 22:21 UTC time. So it arrived a teeny bit early, the first part of it. Alright, despite jolting magnometers as far south as Hawaii, the impact did not produce a geomagnetic storm, not yet. NOAA, yes, NOAA as in the flood, NOAA, forecasters caution that a storm is still possible on February 2nd as Earth moves through the CME's magnetized wake. If so, it would probably be in the weakest category. Well, that's interesting. Well, let's go ahead and pop over here to Space Weather Prediction Center, and as we can see, it did kind of come down a little bit, but it's going to climb right back up later on this evening. Okay, but around 1800 UTC, between 1800 and 2100 UTC time. So you minus 6 hours off of that, and you'll be looking at Central Standard Time. So 1800 would actually be noon for Central Standard Time, because this also runs in a 24-hour clock instead of 12 hours. All right. So we can see here we got our flares. Let's actually come over here and take a peek at some of these other flares that we did get over at spaceweatherlive.com, and we can see that we are having some extra C flare activity. And we will actually be able to peek that out over here on Space Weather Prediction Center. Let's go ahead and scroll on down here. And we can see that we did actually have our BZ and our BT did go well beyond -6 and +6. So our poles are kind of dancing and trying to recollect themselves and balance themselves out. It looks like it's doing pretty well here. And then let's come down here and take a look at our deabsorption prediction. And we'll see where that one C impact hit up. Australia's getting it, India, and Madagascar, Africa. Ooh, yeah, there's that bigger spike. Yep, a big chunk of Africa all the way up into Saudi Arabia. So yeah, we're looking at about 22 to 23 decibels of absorption of consistent X-ray. And over on Space Weather Prediction Center on our home page, we can see our KP index did come back down to around 1, which isn't the greatest. 3 is actually right around where we want it to be, and we did pop up into 4 overnight, and then it came back down into 3, and it's kind of going to do this little up and down thing, especially with the more plasma and solar winds from that coronal hole. So this will be going back up here before too long. And here we are at ISWA, and we are looking at the sun at 94 angstroms of light. And what these things do is it allows us to see in different colors of gases. We can see the gases that are burning off through the different angstroms of light. Now here we're going to actually try and take a peek at those C flares, starting off from yesterday around 6 o'clock UTC time. Oh, you guys see that little friend there? We're going to see another one here in just a second. Oh, and here's our C flare. Right there. Popping off the one that was coming around the bend. I was telling you, it looks like from here and here, and even a little combination of that guy. So the 3 of them are kind of adding to our flares and our... Uh-oh. What is that? What time is it? Oh, it's close to 7 o'clock. Yep. Just as suspected. Right around... Oh. Hey there, little buddy. What is that? Just as suspected, right around 7 o'clock. Oh, look at that. There's a little friend right there. Hey, friend. Traversing the sun. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's some extra flares here. So this is today at 10:25 this morning. Both of these things fired off at the same time. Looks like this one goes first, and then this one follows. Almost like this one made this one go. So, yeah. Fun stuff, right? And that's the end of that. Now let's come right over here, and we're going to take a look at 193 angstroms. And we're actually going to check our time for that mothership. Oh, yeah. 6:46. You can see it coming into view in the upper right corner. And then blocks over. Now notice the angle. And we'll get about an hour in advance. Look at that. Whoop. Going off. Actually, this time it actually comes in and goes out in the same direction. Isn't that interesting? That's quite crazy. Here we go. I don't see any other coronal mass ejection, so I don't see any more plasma coming out of those flares. All it was just flare. So that's good. We don't see any whoosh activity going on. So that's always good. At least in my opinion. Well, we did see a little bit right over here, but that's going away from us. That's not going to be impacting us at all. So we can see that. Yep. We are clear of that. And while checking out LASCO C2 and C3, over here on LASCO C3, check this out. We got a little friend here, the little little coming up behind him. However, one of the things I did notice is that LASCO this is LASCO C2, this is LASCO C3. I apologize. LASCO C2, we're actually into February 2nd, which is good. I don't see any extra plasma coming our direction. Oh, what's that down there? I don't see any extra plasma coming in from any direction. So that's a good thing. But LASCO C3, when you go to the maximum time, it only allows us to go to 10:30 last night. It is not updated. However, it does show us a little friend here. Its last little caption shows us, oh, wait a minute, that's not a little friend. This is Jupiter that's going around the sun. Okay, yeah, we got some little Borg cubes here, but let me show you what I mean by Jupiter. We'll go here, we'll open a new tab. I'm going to do this with you. We'll go over here to Planets Today. Alright, and as we load, we can see that the Earth is here. And as we look over here towards the sun, what are we seeing? Oh, there's Jupiter right there. The light from the sun reflecting off of Jupiter as it's getting closer to the sun is what we are seeing here. This is Jupiter, folks. So I know some people are like, oh, you know, this could be a mothership. You might have seen it in some of my other videos. In fact, there's a couple other channels. Oh, this is a big mother. No, it's not a big mothership. It'd be nice if it was. That would be great. But we have to do deductive reasoning. If you look towards the sun, you're going to see Jupiter on the other side, right here. It is Jupiter that's going around. It's going to go around behind it, then it's going to come out the other side, and we're going to see it coming out over here. Okay, been watching this for a while. Just makes a lot. I mean, it's deductive reasoning. That's all that it is. So, other than that, stay safe out there. Remember, later on this evening, we're going to UTC time around noon Central Standard Time, between noon and 4 o'clock. We should be seeing some kind of activity. And an increase, but I will keep up on it for you, and I will let you guys know. So stay safe out there, and remember that love is the only way forward.